Hey everybody, John Van Dyke here for New Jersey Exposed. Today is Thursday, August 18, 2022. Time is 10:35 a.m. Jersey time. Alright, we got a local hero here. And this is another badge money story. These women, they're never gonna learn. They never learn. They always think that if they go with the uniform, they can show off to their girlfriends and they'll feel like, oh, they got their hero, their knight in shiny armor. And they'll have that prestige. See, really what it comes down with badge bunnies in the uniform is they want to be with that officer so they can show off to their girlfriends. See, that's the thing about women. It's all about them showing off to their girlfriends. Look what I got. Look what you don't have. I got a hero. You don't. Well, we all know eventually these badge bunnies, they may have themselves a hero, but eventually they end up having themselves two black eyes. And you know why they get two black eyes? Because they didn't listen the first time to the hero. That's why. All right, this is right here in New Jersey. This is on NJ.com. This came out yesterday. It was updated August 17th. Reads as follows. Police officer charged with strangling, threatening to kill woman. I wish they would say woman that he knows. There's the story right there. Very appalling when I read this. A Trenton officer. All right, for those of you who don't know, Trenton is a toilet bowl. It's nowhere as I'd want to live. I can tell you that. It's the hood. A Trenton police officer is facing multiple charges for incidents involving a woman known to him. Lawrence police said Tuesday. Elijah Mitchell, 28. See, there's a problem. You know, I keep saying you can't hire them under the age of 30. There's a problem with these 20-year-olds. Too much testosterone. Their brains are still rewiring. They think they know everything, but they don't know everything. And you couple of that with the fact that their violence is their way of solving problems. I wonder if Elijah is a big guy because, as I just said, violence is how they solve problems. And for the most part, that's how law enforcement solves problems. They solve problems with violence. And they don't respect women. Elijah Mitchell, 28 of Lawrence, is charged with 3 counts of domestic violence, assault, strangulation, 2 counts of making threats to kill, coercion, endangering the welfare of a child, authorities said. So, I'm going on, I haven't read the full story, but I'm assuming that this woman's kid, they probably had a kid with this woman, and things aren't going well. Maybe there was an issue of child support was coming up or something. A Lawrence Police Department police statement alleges Mitchell assaulted the victim several times in the township, dating back to March of this year. I'm sure it was long before that. Lawrence police learned of the allegations August 4th from Princeton police, where the incidents were initially reported, but found to have occurred in Lawrence. Lawrence is on the other side of the state. It's on the west side, over by Trenton and Princeton and that area. Mitchell is currently suspended with pay. Isn't that wonderful? Okay, so my job is to protect the community, enforce laws. At least that's what they say. I don't think they protect anything except the government. All right, so let's just say that is their job. Your job is to go out there, protect people, make sure people don't get hurt. Your job is to respond to domestic calls and break up fights between husbands and wives, blah, 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 right? So, and when you go out and you do the very thing that you're trying to stop and you get arrested, they tell you go home and we'll pay you. Isn't it amazing? Now, if I screw up, something that would carry over to my job, I have 3 jobs, if it carried over to my jobs, that my employer would probably say, look, you got to go home. At least I know my one employer would say, look, you got to go home until this is resolved. And I'm not getting paid. And this is a problem in law enforcement. They get paid with bad behavior to get paid. I say, all right, fine. You screwed up you got arrested. All right. We're sending you home. You're not getting paid. If it turns out that you're innocent, then we'll give you your back pay. But till then, no money. This is bullshit. They get rewarded for. It just comes down to it. There's no consequences when they screw up. So this clown gets to sit home and eat cereal and watch cartoons, talking to his lawyer on the phone, right? Okay, let me see here. All right, Lawrence police arrested Mitchell on the charges Friday. Mitchell is currently suspended with pay from the Trenton Police Department pending a state-mandated hearing to determine if he'll continue to receive his salary, the department said. You imagine that. You got to have a meeting. Got to have This is the problem. This is the problem with public employment. Public, government needs to be run like a private business, because this is bullshit. We're gonna send you home, and how long is it gonna take for her to have that little meeting there? What's that gonna take? A couple months? Unbelievable. Well, let's see what else they had. He'll continue to receive his salary, the department said. Mitchell graduated from the Mercer County Police Academy in August of 2018. He's only been a cop 4 years. So they're not going to protect him. He'll be out of a job. That's my prediction. He'll be out of a job. He'll go home, no pay, and he'll make a deal. There'll be some kind of deal. Let's see. What was his charges again? Let me see. Assault, strangulation, 2 counts of making threats to kill, coercion. Coercion must be, he probably said, don't call the cops or I'm going to fuck you up, right? Endangering the welfare. That's the sad thing, is that this woman's gotten involved with this psychopath, and she's got a kid, probably by him, and really in the end it's the kid that suffers. And me personally, you're one of these dumb hoes that wants to get involved with one of these psychopaths with a badge. You're an adult. You're that dumb. You're that stupid enough, naive enough to get with them. You get hurt and you go back to it. You deserve everything you get. But unfortunately, there's children and they have no choice in this matter. And it doesn't say where this kid is. His father's probably worse, because in most cases, child abuse is perpetrated by the girlfriend's new boyfriend. That's just statistically speaking, that is. So it's very sad if it's not, well, it's sad if it's his father, the kid, but it's also sad that this child is being subjected to this stuff. And if the kid has another father, the father probably doesn't even know about it yet, but it's just sad. The real victim of this whole thing is the kid, and that bothers me more than anything. So there you go. Another psychopath. Doesn't like women. I've learned, I think a lot of you out there know too, from all the stories I've done, that they really have big issues with women. Violence against women. That is at the top of the list. It's right up there. I want to say, yeah, sexual violence against women is at the top of the list with these psychopath heroes, followed by child sexual exploitation, where they like to get child porn downloads. They like to try to hook up with 13-year-old, 15-year-old girls and boys. That's the big thing. And then followed by that, I want to say that drunk driving is probably number 3 in my book. Those are the things that come to my mind the most. And the other things are violence against men. When they go to arrest people, they want to beat the men up, tase them, put their knee on their neck, choke them, break their ribs, kick them in the face, pepper spray them, all the usual routine. So, but I'm not supposed to talk about it, people, because the heroes want everybody to think that everything is just wonderful in the law enforcement community. That's what they want, and that's why they get mad at me for talking about it. That's why they go to my job and they try to make trouble, because they're trying to shut me up, and they're not gonna shut me up. I don't care. I'll lose the job. I don't care. I'm not going to stop talking, because I'm tired of people getting hurt, tired of people rights being violated. I'm tired of BS, just like you're tired of the BS, because this is why you're watching my channel, and you shake your head every time I do one of these stories, right, people? You shake your head every time because you're disgusted by it. But we have to talk about it. So anyway, that's enough of that. All right, I've been off of Facebook for a month. I just got on there and probably posted about 20 news stories about cops being arrested. Every day in America, there's a police officer being charged with something. So do the math, people. 7 days, there's 365 days a year. So there's probably at least 365 cops every year that are being charged with something. That's just what I find on the internet. That does not include the little stuff that never makes it to the internet. So anyway, go to Gunnison Undercover Facebook page. Look at all the lower, I'm putting all the lower level stuff up there. The crazy stuff I'll do the videos on, as I have been doing. I'm just not going to be putting out a lot of content like I did before. It's too exhausting. And I think some of you people lose interest, because if you don't see me, if you don't see the person with the camera yelling at a cop and cussing them out, or getting thrown to the ground, beat up, you lose interest. If you don't see some guy standing out there holding a sign in front of a library or something, you lose interest. I know how it goes. I know exactly how it goes. But anyway, on this channel here, we are exposing bad cops, because there are a lot of bad cops out there who are hurting people, and they are costing the taxpayers millions of dollars a year. I'm John Van Dyke for New Jersey Exposed. Till next time, people.